Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? I'm back from TwitchCon and ready to stitch. Well, let's be honest, I feel miserable, so I'm gonna do my best to stick it out through these 4 hours. But the con was a lot, so let's get to what we really want to look at. There's our little baby curled up exactly where she's not supposed to be on the couch. Hey, Ika, Starshine, Megan. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all had a good weekend. Hope it was as fun as mine. Hey, Kai, how's it going? We're starting with 819 today. We got two one-offs to get finished. Um, and then we'll be moving into some very serious stitches. Yay, Ika, I'm glad you stitched today. Megan, I have like the con was a lot. I'm still decompressing. I've implemented some small changes already. We're gonna see how they go. I have lots of other small changes I need to do. I'm sorry yours was rough, Starshine. I hope it gets better. You said it's gonna get better until Thursday. I'm sorry. That's a long time to rough it out. But I believe in you. You can do it. So we're back to working on Jonah's beefy thighs. Oh, yay, cuddling with the kitty. That is always fun. You miss having a kitty to cuddle with. Eight 19 gets put away. Then out comes, that's our first stitch of the day. Then we've got another one off with this one that I can't hit. 3823. I met so many people this weekend. It's a little insane. I just went through my phone and added all the people that like gave me or that I had photos of their badges. Oh, I'm sorry, Starshine. That's a total bummer. Oh, I'm sorry that there's been no help. I don't know why, but my music keeps stopping, which is annoying. It's like not going to the next song automatically. Also, y'all, just a heads up. If you decide you want to redeem your points on jumping jacks today, I'm going to tell you right now that you're wasting them because all I'm going to do is look at the camera and say, not today, Satan, because I am not doing jumping jacks today. I am in too much of a recovery mode. So there was a lot that happened at TwitchCon. It would be almost impossible to try to recap it all. Do y'all have any specific questions? 5:43. I believe if someone gets hurt on your property, you very well can be held liable. There's my needle. My favorite panel I attended was probably the Pride Unity Guild announcement. It was a lot of fun. There were some super cool people there. My list, I need to add to our raid list because I met so many awesome people. And I want to support all of them. There were some really cool people there at the panel that I met and I followed, and now that I'm oh man, I was not paying attention when I did that. That is not what I wanted to do. But oh well, it's done. We're moving on to bigger and better colors. Let's do, just to be safe, let's do 400 first. I got a new hat. Oh, so I didn't use the QR ring. I did a QR necklace. I did a QR dog tag. And it worked really, really well, and people loved it. And I got at least 35 people to be new followers. Next year, I think I'm definitely doing the QR ring too. I'm actually hoping to join the Pride Unity Guild and the Women's Unity Guild. It's probably going to take them a couple days to get through all of the responses they had of people wanting to sign up. So hopefully they'll get me approved soon. I am not sure that is the wisest idea Starshine, because then you will probably be held liable for their tires and any damage to themselves or their car if they get hurt. Don't you live in California, Starshine? I was just thinking that, Ika. Or like a barn or something. Oh, I'm sorry, Starshine. That's a bummer. Okay, we're gonna pull this through and tie off. And then I'm gonna do another small strand of 400. Okay, there we go. Okay, we've got two here. I'm sorry, Starshine. That's a bummer. Two diagonal. And then this last one down here. There we go. I did do the cross stitch corner, which was a little cross stitching demo, and I posted a photo on the socials of what I cross stitch. It was a little Twitch logo. It was super cute. our next color, we finish our first square. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna bust out 814 now, I believe. Nope, not that one. Yes, 814. I met a couple of artists that I might collaborate with to turn their art into cross stitch patterns. So that may be coming soon. Okay, so we're danishing our way all the way over here. And then going back across the other way. What was the most surprising? I think the most surprising was that, although not shocking, was that I did my best networking outside at the bar. I wasn't quite expecting that, but if you look at the statistics of my follower growth from the weekend, the more time I spent at the bar, the more followers I got. I don't want to listen to that same song again. Okay. I think I got it fixed, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to do 3 here. And then move backwards and to the left and do 3. Also surprising was meeting people that lived like kind of close to me in a little small town that I know about. So that was kind of cool. That was the last place I expected to meet people from. Okay, let's mark those off. Let's see where we're at. We need 90 more stitches to hit our goal this hour, which I think will probably actually be quite easy. We're going to have a big chunk of 814 here. In fact, this next row I'm doing is 5. What the hell is going on with the music? Come on. I guess I'm just gonna have to, every time the song ends, I'm gonna have to turn and move it to the next one. That's not gonna get annoying real fast. Okay, next color we have, or next row we have 9, 10, 11, 12, a one hop and a one above. It's not an app, it's a Chrome browser. Let me try restarting the Chrome browser. I refreshed the Chrome browser, but let me try just completely reloading it. I didn't think about reloading it because it was a browser. Okay, let's try this again. Hey Sass, how are you doing? Okay. So we got a whole lot to stitch across here. Oh yeah, there was a lot. So one of my favorite stories is like right upon getting there, I met someone who was like super awesome and we were hanging out. I was hanging out with her and one of her friends. They were both really chill people. And this person is like messing with a selfie stick that they just bought and like trying to figure out how to make it work. And so they finally figure it out and they're like, okay, I don't need it right now. And then they put it down, put it back in their backpack, and then pulled out their cell phone and took a selfie. And the other dude and I were like, did you just pull out your selfie stick, make it work, and then put it away and take a selfie? It was hilarious. I don't know if I'm telling the story right, but like it was really funny at the time. Cass, you did a 1K on Saturday? That's fantastic. How many hours did that take you? Tenderhearted, yes. This is the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Let me switch it to this view for a little bit, and you can see the full length of the piece. Do we have enough floss to finish this row? I think we do. Then we will pull out our next strand. $5. Wow, that's a good pace. 200 stitches an hour? Yeesh. I thought I stitched fast. I mean, as fast as I can when I'm not in confetti. Okay. That is a lot of 310. Do you have a cone? I've never gotten a cone, although I kind of want one. I just don't really need one. Okay, 814. Oh, we need a new length. Yeah, see, I don't need a cone. I just want a cone. I did get slipped a a whole box of embroidery thread like a drug deal. It was fantastic at the con. My illicit material I snuck away with was a box of DMC embroidery floss. Yes, everyone, well, a lot of people in the cross-stitching community refer to the cone of black floss as the cone of doom. Okay, so we got the one there, two. I might do a bobbinating stream if y'all want a bobbinating stream. I mean, I do actually have quite. So I've kind of stopped bobbinating them all at once because I don't have the storage space. So if I buy a box, I've been keeping them in the box until I need them. And also because I started saving the bobbins and writing the date on them of when they ran out of floss, because I'm weird like that. So I like reusing the same bobbin as much as possible. So I can't really do a bobbinating stream. I mean, but I could wind the bobbins on screen. Look at you getting stuff organized, Megan. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to make some updates to my spreadsheet as well. I got like 11, no, shit. I got 13 I got 13 skeins of floss this weekend on top of all of the other crazy stuff I got. Like, hold on. Like 90% of these are stickers and business cards of streamers that I still need to follow from the con. Like, there's so many. So many. And my hat is new. It says hi chat on, or hey chat on the other side. But if I wear it, y'all can't see my face. I want a DMC floss card. I don't really know why I want a DMC floss card, but I do. Like I don't really need one. It is handy for pattern designing. True. But at this point, this pattern is designed in what I'm going with, so. Ooh, Sasscats. That'd be really cool. I bet you can make them and sell them. Or release it as a pattern. Also, random note from this weekend, would y'all be interested in me seeing if I could get a Tilly plush made? Hey, Atlanta, how's it going? How are you doing today? Sorry you're in pain, but I'm glad you're okay otherwise. I have not. I have not recovered from my weekend yet. In fact, this is probably one of the worst Mondays of my life. I feel absolutely wretched and hungover, and it's pretty terrible. I didn't quite realize how hungover until I started stitching. Yeah, I'm definitely down to chill for a while. I mean, I'd rather have the con coma than the con crud. It's gonna take me a couple of days to digest. What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Look at all those we just filled in. Sweet. Well, I hope you get a chance to be the helper at that con, Aika. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, Atlanta. Like I did this to myself. I need to get up and function. It was a challenging day at work today. It was. It was a lot of fun. I met a ridiculous amount of people. Um, I've already added a whole bunch, and I have a bunch more to add. I was hanging out with one of them right before I went live, and he was like, "I didn't expect you to actually like come hang out in my live." And I was like, "Dude, we had a beer together. That's a sacred bond." I mean, not really, but I wish I would have said that. But yeah, he does a fishing game that was pretty interesting. Yeah, the worst part about this hangover started at like 7 p.m. yesterday. Okay, now we've got another 9. And then a hop 1. And then a hop double. I'm definitely going back to the con next year. I'm going to try buying my hotel room as soon as possible. Because that was the most cost prohibitive part of the trip, was the lodgings. I ended up staying with a friend of wifey's, so it didn't end up costing us anything, but it would have been a much nicer situation to stay in a hotel nearby the convention. Okay, we'll keep working our way across, and we're almost to 100 already, which is wonderful. I always like starting my first hour off being ahead. Makes me feel a little bit better and more positive. I did miss the Bob Ross painting sessions, which were kind of a bummer. I realized that I kind of screwed up my schedule a little bit, because there's other stuff I would have liked to have seen that I didn't know was happening, because I set the filters on the TwitchCon app to only show like panels and not like other smaller discussions. So I missed some other cool things. So I'm glad I'm going next year so I can absorb more information and meet more people. I have like 3 pages of notes to go through on my cell phone. The badges they gave us were interesting because they had a QR code on them so the staff of the convention could scan them, but the QR code didn't actually work to go to your Twitch handle. It just pulled up a whole bunch of numbers. So, like, we couldn't use them to scan each other's QR code, but I at least had my QR code. So, in order to remember who we wanted to add, everyone just started taking pictures of each other's badges. Which, like, if they were sitting down, was awkward because then we were taking pictures of people's crotches. Okay, now we've got a 3 hop 1 hop 3. Well, here's the first 3. We've got the 1 and the last 3. Yeah, it was pretty awkward. But, like, by day 2, you can just walk up to someone with your phone and snap a picture of their badge and walk away, and they would know exactly what you were doing. we did have lanyards. But it just when you're sitting down, the way it falls in your lap, like you end up shooting a picture of someone's crotch if they don't decide to hold it up. Ooh. I need 7 stitches. I don't know if this is enough. But we've finished 2 squares today already. No, maybe just the one. I think just the one. But we're close to finishing a second one. Thank you for the hydration break, Aika. Cool. I didn't put my thing on properly and just leaked everywhere. I know, water all over myself. I'm a professional. Wow, and I just sewed that in the wrong area. Oh, wow. Herpty-der. Herpty-der. And I'm just breaking floss, I think, at this point. Cool, so we will need one more strand at least. Tear this out. I'll trim that. Yeah, I definitely, I mean, I also tried shotgunning a beer this weekend for the first time in about 7 years and failed miserably and spilt beer all over my purple jacket that I had to wear all weekend. It was definitely one of the smarter things I've done in my life. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to loop finish. Yeah, I'm gonna loop finish this to fix the mess I made. Yeah, and then of course, me being the genius that I am, forgot to pack deodorant and didn't have time to go buy any. So I had to be very, very careful and like was very aware and very conscious of how I smelt all weekend just in case, because I didn't want to be one of those people. And then after spilling the beer all over my jacket, I ended up using the poopery at the house I was staying at to spice up my to clean up my jacket a little bit and make it less smelly, because it was definitely getting a little ripe. And now y'all know more about me than you've probably ever wanted to know. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was a lot. Like I was mortified at the whole situation and the thought of being smelly. Like I was super paranoid about it, which I guess is good because I didn't end up being smelly. So It was like the first thing I asked Annette after I said, "Hi, I love you. Do I smell?" Okay, we fixed that little hot mess we had. We're gonna finish this and move over to the right to get that area done. Okay, fix that little patch. See if I can get this going again. Getting really frustrated with this service. Most of so the first day I went to 6 out of 8 of my goal panels, and then Saturday I think I went to 3 or 4. I can't remember specifically, and then yesterday I made it to like 1.5. Okay, so we're kind of moving across here, filling this in a little bit. We are over our stitch goal because these ones haven't been counted yet. So now we're allowing ourselves to get a little bit ahead for the next hour. Well, so the half was the meetup. So after the Pride Unity Guild panel, there was an LGBT meetup that was like in the same room. But like they were kind of split rooms. And so the panel was on one side and then the bulk of the meetup was on the other. And the panel ran a little long. And so by the time the people left the panel to go to the actual meetup room, the meetup room itself was packed, standing room only. So I only made it to like one group of people and then my social anxiety was like, I do not want to fight my way deeper into that crowd just to meet like another couple people. I am going to reinforce a negative stereotype of gay people, and y'all can find me at the bar. So that was my half. Yeah, I was like, nah, I am not pushing my way through this crowd of people. I don't know if I'm have enough floss to finish this area, which is gonna be a bummer. That stitch there, I am like 90% certain is the wrong color. I don't know what color that stitch thinks it is. I see what color that stitch thinks it is. Got it. Okay, that's gonna have to come out because that is most certainly the wrong color. And this is most certainly the wrong area. How long does it normally take y'all to kind of memorize the symbols of your patterns? Or do you memorize the symbols of your patterns? I just memorize them from repetition, not on purpose. There's only like 3 or 4 that I know exactly what color number they are. But the other ones I know like vaguely what color family they're in. Like this one is one of the ones I know what color is. I'm pretty sure it's 3371. Let's see if I'm right. Is it 3371? Oh yeah, 3371. And I need it voided. Not voided. I was obviously doing my accounting work today. Okay. Yeah, I know 310, 814, 3371, 938. And that's all right now. I know Ecru. I know 3816, I think. Hey, Brienne, how are you doing? Yep, I gotta go back and select the color I'm finishing. Just 3814. Or 814, I should say, not 3814. It's a very different color. There we go. We have ads starting soon, which is great because we're stitching at almost 150 stitches an hour. I can get 3 more done in here. I learned that makes sense if you have a lot of projects going, like that you can't memorize the symbols. I only have this one, and I have another 70.9% left of part 1 of 5, and then the symbols will mildly change on me. Oh, Aika, it's raining again. You have to go to work? I'm sorry, friend. That's a bummer. It was definitely raining the first morning of the con, and I had to like walk into the to get to the convention center through the rain. That was fun. Okay, I need to tighten this. Okay, there we go. Now my tension's a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna tie that off. I think we definitely... Oh, breaks here. And we're back. Hey, I'm Flea. I'm here doing this thing with the ceiling. Let's get to it. Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here. Oh, that's fun. fun, Lane. I hope your wedding DJ stuff goes well. Thanks for joining in. Okay. Now we're gonna put these two here. I screwed up and I missed one. Oh, wow, that's a lot of weddings to DJ in one weekend. I have to say, my wedding DJ was one of the most disappointing things about my wedding, unfortunately. But, like, considering how well we pulled everything else off, not loving our DJ is, like, the worst thing that happened. And it's like, it's not that, like, he was terrible, it just wasn't exactly what we wanted. So, in the realm of all of the bad things that can happen at a wedding, I will take not completely loving your DJ. Okay, let's mark these off. My wedding was actually kind of full of insanity because our restaurant closed a month before the wedding, and that's where we were getting married, was my family's restaurant, and we lost all of our kitchen staff and front of house staff and had to find a caterer with full staffing in less than 30 days to pull off a rather fancy menu. And so that is when my wife and I and my parents decided to hire a wedding planner, because there is no way I could have maintained my job and found a caterer. Which, hiring the wedding planner was one of the best things that we ended up doing. She was actually fantastic, and it was 1,000% worth it. But then the day before the wedding, I'm at the restaurant helping to get set up and organized and stuff. And I see the company that is delivering all of our plates outside. And they've unloaded the truck, but they haven't brought anything in. And it's been like 30 minutes. And the guy's been on the phone like a whole bunch of times. Like, okay, something's seriously up. So finally, after almost an hour, the guy comes in the restaurant and goes, "So I have part of your delivery, but the other guy driving with me was new and didn't secure the racks, and half of our dishes all broke." So, like, they were able to find replacements and get them to us the next day, but we came very close to not having plates. That's awesome, Lane. Yeah, so that was fun. I am not sure, but he definitely did not secure the load and broke all of the plates. Yeah, so that was fun. Excuse me. Yeah, I was pretty stunned. I mean, it all worked out. Like, it was really stressful before the wedding, but by the time the wedding actually got there, like, the day of the wedding, I had nothing to do because the wedding planner had it all handled. And, like, I just got to kick back and chill because putting on a suit and putting my hair up in a pompadour with a little bit of makeup doesn't require that long. So I got to veg quite a bit, which was lovely. Mm-hmm. And then, nothing actually went wrong at the wedding itself, except, he didn't play enough Glee or show tunes. It's like the DJ took our list as suggestions instead of what we intended was, here is a list of songs. Please play these songs first above all else. Or make sure we hear these songs tonight, which is what we wanted. Yeah, like this guy was playing like the Cupid Shuffle and the YMCA and the Macarena. And the Macarena was fine because it was actually on our list because we're both 90s kids. But like Cupid Shuffle and the YMCA were definitely not on our list. We only wanted one coordinated dance. Yeah, our playlist was all over the place. I'm still a little teed off because I wanted my bridesmaids to walk down the aisle to Bad Girls from MIA, and the wifey said no because she didn't think her family from the Midwest would appreciate it. Forget what they ended up actually walking down the aisle to. My song was At Last, and my wife's song was. Shit, I should remember this, but I was too distracted. It was a Fleetwood Mac song. Yes, see, that is awesome. People should be able to have their people walk down to whatever the hell they want. We did walk out, like our exit was to Never Gonna Give You Up, and we rickrolled our wedding. I mean, I don't know if it really counts as a rickroll per se, but okay, and we got two here. Stellar Squeak, that is super cute. Crap, those are in the wrong spot. I miscounted that. Mm, we'll see how much it throws it off when I get to the next color, whether or not that stitch comes out. Hmm. There we go. Oh, that's awesome, Lane. Thank you. Appreciate that y'all like watching me up on your big screen TV, although it feels a little weird sometimes. Still learning to get over to the fact that I'm making a little bit of money doing what I love. And that is all thanks to y'all. My chatters, my lurkers. Do I have any dips? Oh shit. Okay, it looks like it's stabilized, but I had some serious internet dips. Sorry, y'all. Hopefully it's more stable now. Tilly has not resumed her position. I know my computer with the music is not cooperating, which is fun. Well, I thought I heard her. Maybe she hasn't gotten up in her spot yet. Hey, Ma, how's it going, friend? I just remembered I took a photo for you and Ika with someone cosplaying as a Sim. I need to post it for you. I mean, all they were wearing was the like plumb bob thing around above their head, whatever that thing's called. Okay, 3857 is put away. It was a blast, although albeit a crazy blast. Next is 300. Okay. So I think for this plan of action, I'm going to start with these two, then do this 3, 2, then come back down this side to get these, and then so that should all get put away, and maybe that one. I think I might travel to that one. No, I'm not. And then I'll tie off, probably, depending on the floss that we have, and then come work down this one. Coop Action, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Can I just call you Coop? I think that's what you said at the con. Where? My dog is refusing to be cute and adorable today. Or if Coop is not here. Coop might not actually be here. Also, for my friends that are also cross-stitchers that are hanging out, how would you all feel about some new cross-stitch patterns that would be a little bit more expensive? Like maybe $10.99 a pattern, but it would be from like small indie artists. And half of the proceeds would go to me and half the proceeds would go to the artist. Like, would you all be interested in some of that? And do you have some artists that you would like to see me reach out to? Because as long as it's not like fan art, there's a couple of people, like there's one person that did wood carving that I was going to reach out to. And then another was a queer artist that was doing like abstract stuff. And the stuff was really cool and intricate, but I think it would make very, very complex cross stitch patterns, which might be a lot of fun. Oh, good. Well, if there's any indie artists or TikTok artists or Twitch artists that you see that you would want to cross stitch a pattern of, let me know and I can reach out to them. I'm mad at my dog. She is supposed to be in her spot being cute and adorable. Okay. We are going to mark off here soon. I think one of these weekends I am not going to stitch and I am possibly going to reorganize the Nerd Nook again. Because I think I have some good ideas. But but still, send me his name. Like, I'm down to reach out to anyone. I'm not shy. I can tell him one of my friends sent it. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, we're killing it today. Thank you for the hydration break. Hey, the Black Seto, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, Erica, I'm really sorry, but you just wasted those points. I just came back from TwitchCon, baby. I'm not doing jumping jacks. Not today, Satan. Erica, I'll let you redeem, Oh, yeah! Welcome, welcome! I was just telling the story about Oh, the what's it called? The selfie stick. Erica, you get a free jumping jack, maybe tomorrow when I feel better. Magpie, thank you for the posture check. Yeah, I just told the selfie stick story. I told y'all it was gonna be the first story I tell. Seriously though, y'all, I have no idea how I survived this weekend. Especially without the supervision of the wifey. I was, like, oddly responsible for me. It's like I'm growing up or something. Ugh. What are you doing? My dog is up to something, and I don't know what it is. Come here. Couch. She's staring at me like I don't know what's happening. You can DM it to me, Maha. Or put it in mods. Which, shout out to our mods. We have Maha, Starshine, Aika, Magpie, and Katie. And they are all super awesome. I think the only one we're missing right now is Katie. She must have a game. That is one thing I learned this weekend is I have to like do more call to actions and stuff. I definitely learned about the portable charger. The selfie sticks are never really gonna be for me in general. But that Chevron portable charger that I got, that and the Gatorade that was in the Chevron bag saved my life. I did totally mooch off someone else's battery, though. Found it interesting that Chevron was a sponsor of TwitchCon. They had some interesting sponsors. Yeah, trust me, I thought about quitting 3 stitches in. Now I'm too deep to go back. Too deep and too stubborn. But we have finished our second square for today, y'all. And I think we're definitely getting 3 or 4 squares done today. Right, that's kind of what I was thinking, Lane. Like, maybe it's just because Twitch users use so much energy. The other thing they did that was hella funny is the swag bags they gave to everyone, or these like purple, ugly polyurethane bags that contained pimple cream and 2 joystick or Joy-Con like covers. It was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. And like I complained about it and a bunch of other people were complaining about it. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, swag does mean shit we all get. So like it's literal shit that they have to give out to everyone. Dude, the pimple cream had me dying. I mean, they knew their audience, I guess. I threw mine out and then I got to the house I was staying at, and the teenage boy that lives there was playing on his Switch and had some of those covers on it. And then I asked him if he would have wanted the bag, thinking I still had it. And he's like, yeah, and I'll use the pimple cream too. And I was like, well, okay. So, guess I should have kept it. Oh, the princess is back in her spot, using a pillow like a human. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't try it. I don't really know what it was. I am super fortunate that I've always had really clear skin. Oh, what's the new rule? You have our attention. Oh, I like that rule, and I'm already trying to do it. I've already implemented a couple of things. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I tried to be a little controversial with my notification I sent out today. I won't know how well it went over until later. And then I have, well, this is new. We actually, nope, not that one. That one's not new. This one's new. So we actually, like, if I'm just going to be chatting with you guys and just talking about what's going on, then for just chatting time, this is what the camera will look like. Although the captions are totally covering my face. We'll have to move those. Yeah, this is like the end of the raid cam. And then I'm also working on a Tilly one where when y'all spend your little points on a Tilly cam, it will go back to like she'll take over the whole screen. But I didn't have time to finish implementing that before it was stream time. What about that same rule goes for you too, Seto? Yeah, I got some new scenes going. I got to figure out what some of my calls to action are going to be. I got to go through my giant pile of stickers and favorite people. Yeah, I think I'm just going to move it. There's all sorts of stuff that we can do that I'm messing with. One of the things I did learn is I need to be better about taking my own clips. Okay, flip that over. Thank you, Maha. Yeah, I've got some like actionable items on my notes list that I'm going to be interacting. Oh, yeah, no. So all of my footage already gets recorded, but there's a button you can put on the stream deck that will create like a timestamp that you can just go back to and clip later. So then you can use those clips as short form, either, you know, on other social media sites or also just to build your clip library on Twitch as well as your Twitch stories. I think I learned that from Relosa. I met a lot of horror streamers this weekend, which I kind of wasn't expecting. Like, a whole lot of people I met play Death by Daylight, which honestly is a game I hadn't even heard of. So I need to look it up and do some research. I learned lots of stuff this weekend I had to research. It is. It was really popular. Like so many people were playing Death by Daylight. I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to check it out. And there were so many horror streamers. Although I did meet a guy that was like oh no, I'm probably never gonna play. I don't know that I'll ever play on stream for a little while. Like I might become a variety streamer eventually, but I don't have the hardware right now to game and stream properly. Like I have the hardware. I mean, God, could you all imagine my internet connection if I tried playing an online game while streaming? We struggle with just what we're doing now. I do not have the hardware for a game. And also, like, yeah, we could have stitching with flea nights, but you know, then I'll be spending way more time with y'all than with my wife. So, you know, as much as I love y'all, I got to think about my priorities. Dial up saves lives. Oh, dude, we're already over our 250 for the hour, y'all. And we still have 20 minutes to go. We're going to be so far ahead for the next hour. That's awesome. See if we can get to 300 this hour. Stitching this stuff is when I am particularly happy. Okay, so this I don't think makes that big of a difference. So right here, these two stitches are the wrong color, but this color I'm working on, I think is close enough that we're not gonna be able to tell. So the count is under the captions if I ever stop talking enough. Oops. And it's also on the side panel. And then every time I mark off stitches on the pattern, it updates the stitch count. Yeah, what are our benchmarks today? We gotta be, oh shit. We're getting so close to 600 for the 10-year. We gotta work on bringing that down. But if we can somehow get to like at least 540 today, we will have made up for some of the days I lost with TwitchCon. And bring those numbers back down. Yeah. So this is called Pattern Keeper. This is what my whole pattern looks like. I can zoom it out. And this is all of part 1 that we're working on. Everything that's colored in is filled in. All those green specks are the color I'm currently working on. And then we zoom it back in, and that corresponds with what we have here on camera. Thank you, Yuki. Have you made it back to Germany yet, Yuki? Yuki is a lovely streamer I also met this weekend that streams Just Dance stuff from Germany. Oh no, we love those questions. Oh, you're still down there in San Diego. I'm a little jealous. Wish I had more time to stay down there. I told you, Seto, that the makers and crafters are aggressively kind. Ooh, the zoo. I heard San Diego got pandas back, which was really confusing to me because I thought China recalled all their pandas. Oops, we're actually over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so they like... Oh, you're at the airport waiting to fly out. I was miserable at the airport last night. I thought I was gonna die. Anyway, but yeah, so I guess all of the Chinese pandas in the country were leased out, kind of. So China still owned them, but was letting other countries borrow them. And then they like called them back in. You know, NPR had a story about it a couple months ago. God, does that make me sound old? Oh, wow. So you have you have another day to hang out at least. That's awesome, Yuki. Yeah, whatever questions any of y'all have about anything that I'm doing, always please feel free to ask. And if I miss it, usually my mods will know the answer. We are all about helping people learn and understand the process. Because I'm just over here making little tiny X's with thread. Okay. I know, we were definitely getting chickeny. Definitely getting chickeny. I was gonna try to get 2 more out of it and then decided not to. I already had to do a loop finish once today. We know how much I love loop finishes. Okay, I could have a good shift at work. We need a new length. Okay. This is definitely our last strand of this color. And then we're going to do a little bit of confetti to fill in this square down here with Jonah's beefy thigh. Like, all of this right here is the back of Jonah's thigh. Thank you so much, Yuki. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll catch you again soon. Thank you, Michelle. How are you doing? Or Michelle's Bake Shop. Can I call you Michelle? How are you doing today? I know. I like you guys popping in makes me feel so good about going to TwitchCon and that a bunch of people weren't just blowing smoke up my butt and I wasn't blowing it either. Like, I hopped into someone's live before I went on. I finally went through and added everyone from my photos. And then I got to add people from the stickers. And then I got to follow all of the people that also followed me. I made a lot of I grew my followers by 15%. I was at 210 I think when I left, and now we're almost at 245. Oh yeah, no, this is like a straight up steak right here. TwitchCon is a super job. And I can't wait to go back next year with new ideas and like hacks that I discovered from this year. I kind of want to convince the wifey to go, but I don't think she's ever going to be about it. Oh, hey, Shell. She's good. The pup's. Oh, crap. I forgot the pup was actually laying there. The pup is good. It is her nap time. She is relaxing. Our little baby girl. She's just a black dog on a black chair. I don't know if you were here for when I said this, Maha, but I think I'm going to find out how much it would cost to get custom-made plushies made. What, Michelle? What's up? But yeah, I want to get custom-made plushies made of Tilly. Oh, congratulations! You're gonna be a grandma. That's so great. I mean, that's a good idea, Seto. That's just also a lot of work. A lot of work. Because, like, for 100 cards, I'd have to do probably a minimum of 100 stitches. That's, like, 10,000 stitches just for 100 cards. Which is what I do in a good month. But it is a good idea. Wonder if I can pay my godkids to do it. Yeah, so Seto, each blue square here is 100 stitches. And I stitch I think my average this month is 127 stitches per hour. I do remember your daughter, Dolphin Mayhem. Or your daughter. Yes, Michelle, I remember your daughter, Dolphin Mayhem. I hope she's been well, and I'm guessing that's congratulations. Tell her I said congratulations. I'm very happy for her. And just so you know, Michelle, I do dual stream on TikTok and Twitch. Twitch is my primary platform. So if you want regular updates on when I'm streaming, I definitely recommend coming over to Twitch by clicking on the link in my bio. It's a much cooler platform. And this is why the clock app hates me. Oh, knock on wood, I haven't gotten a restriction yet so far today. Oh, dude, we made it to 250 followers. When Coop Action followed me, we hit 250. Y'all. This is awesome. Moving on up. Moving on up. I don't know the rest of that song. Michelle, that's super cute. We do. We need a celebration, Tilly. Hi. Lady Wong, thank you for the follow. Megpie, you got your first clock app restriction? What happened? Spill the tea. Yeah, that is a better idea, Seto. And I think I will figure out how to teach my godkids how to do it so I don't actually have to do the stitching. Those are something I can work on the couch super easily. Was that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Michelle, I am currently at 29.13% of part 1 of 5. And it would be, that's just shy of 6% of the whole thing. Hitting a percentage is kind of a big deal. They have been busting down on anything they deem unoriginal content so hard. That's the restriction that I keep getting just for playing my pre-recorded message. Very obnoxious. Come on. Pick the color. 918. We got a little 2 off here. We're doing a little bit of confetti. Finish off the squares we're in. We are going to have at least one more pass on Jonah's thighs. We're not getting him completely finished on this pass. For those of you new watching, I stitch a column of 2 at a time, picking the leftmost color, left topmost color always is how I select my colors, and then I stitch everything kind of in the area of that color. And then we move on to the next one. So I'm really only worried about completing these 2 squares right here, and then I'll move on, and then I work across in rows. So when I go back to start the new rows, it'll already have some stitches in it, because in this method, we help out future Flea a lot. A lot. And my music froze again. This is fun. That's fine. I was super stoked today because I made a Bob's Burgers reference that my friend that got me into Bob's Burgers uh didn't get. I was so proud. I asked her if riding her standing bike she got at Goodwill was causing her mustache hair to fall off. There's a lot of planning that happens here. We are usually always talking about a plan of some sort. When we get back into this column here, we'll have more plans to go over. $402. I don't. There's not very much of this color in here. I would say I don't think I've really used it much. I mean, I obviously have. I've got loose strands on it. I really love that my dog has a nice fluffy white pillow for herself to lay on and is just refusing and only wants to lay on the black couch that she blends into. She is punishing me for being away, y'all. Yeah, we can see her little eyes and her little beard. She like laid on the floor of my office at work and pouted for like a solid 15-20 minutes because I had stopped paying attention to her so I could do my job. I don't know who raised this dog, but whoever it did spoiled the shit out of her. My dad's always like, "I'm glad you guys aren't having kids. You've spoiled this dog. Kids would be worse." And we're like, "Well, the dog doesn't have to go out in the world and be a functioning human being. We would raise someone that had to be a functioning human being very differently than how we spoil our dog." Ooh, this was the perfect piece of floss. I love it when that happens. Just enough to travel all the way down here. And next song. Hey, how's it going, Metaphysics? What's up? I am doing well. Recovering from TwitchCon and working very hard to pretend I'm not horribly hungover. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. I think we have ads starting soon. We've gotten to 312, y'all, in less than 2 hours. That is amazing. We're definitely bringing our numbers up today. Although we do now have Confetti Fest to deal with. 920 is up. That means if my hangover lets me and I can actually make it the full 4 hours, we will get some serious work put in here. I think if we could get to like over 600, we would get to, it would be a live record. Which would be an amazing way to come back from TwitchCon. Oh, you're getting your next project in the mail today, Night Metaphysics. That's awesome. I have stockings that my mom bought me to cross stitch for the family that I still have not done, that I will probably eventually need to do. Okay, we have hit our ad break. We're at 3:14 for 2 hours, and I will be back, y'all. And we're back. We're going to go ahead and go over some planning so I can show y'all what the next hour is going to look like. So, we are going to finish up this square this hour. I'm going to start by probably doing 977, then doing 783. Then we'll go to, well, I might do 720 first. Do 720 first. Come on. Do 3853 after 720. 725. And then 728 to kill off that confetti. Then we'll come back and do 977, 738, or 783, and then finish off the square with 3855. If we complete that in the hour, which we definitely should, we'll be moving into 975. We've got the one-off, well, not actually a one-off of 938. And then we'll be finishing off the rest of this square down here. And once we get that, we will do another run through. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's run our post-break dealios. And I think Tilly is back to the head on the pillow.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, and then next we have this one.
I'm stitching a 1/12 scale Sistine Chapel ceiling by Michelangelo. It will be 1.9 million stitches and will measure 48 inches by 110 inches when it's finished. It has 288 DMC colors and will use 750 skeins. Right now I'm working on part 1 of 5. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in chat.
Metaphysics, I think you are the only one on the clock app. Okay, and the music froze again. Oh yeah, thanks for posting the Discord, Magpie. Okay, 720 is done. Our next one off is 3853. Magpie, I tried convincing a whole bunch of streamers this weekend to play Dave the Diver. I like hella talked up Dave the Diver. Even tried convincing the 17-year-old at the house I'm staying at that he needs to play it on the Switch. Or the house I stayed at. Metaphysics Pattern Keeper is a huge lifesaver. This project would not be possible without Pattern Keeper. Which reminds me of something I need to put on my to-do list. House of the Wests! Welcome, welcome! How's it going today? Glad you were too. Are you still in San Diego or did you make it home safely? My normal chat is like, how many people did she meet? Oh, good. I'm glad you made it home safely. Okay, that one off is done. The next one off is 725. Metaphysics, it wasn't a cross-stitch convention. There are cross-stitch conventions, but this was not one. This was TwitchCon for people who stream on Twitch and fans. So I just got back last night. This is my first live back. It was awesome to meet you too. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Magpie. it was kind of cool. Like, it gave me a little thrill every time it happened. But like, I would talk to people and I would start the conversation and be like, "Oh, what are you streaming?" And then, we'd talk about what they were streaming for, and then they'd ask me what I'm streaming, which is the inevitable follow up to that question. And I tell them, and 90% of the time, the response was, "Wait, what the fuck?" Or some form of, "Whoa, repeat yourself." It was awesome, and it gave me a little thrill every time it happened. And it kind of helped me remember that this is kind of like the field of dreams. If I build it, they will come. Oh god, the con was so fun. I had a blast. Met amazing million people like you folks and some other folks that have dropped in and hung out already. I can't wait to go next year. If you stitch it, they will come. Why do I feel like if you stitch it, they will come as an end up on shirt? 2-Bit Tommy, how's it going? Man, everyone from the con is popping in my life. I feel so special. Y'all, 2-Bit Tommy is this super cool, like, 3D printing streamer who made me this little sucker. It's like a little 3D printed dancing dragon and was giving them out at the con, and it's super cute. I keep it in my craft cart now. Oh, wait, we want Tilly Cam. I am decorating my craft cart in all of the stickers and merch and stuff I got from people. So basically, if I got it at TwitchCon and it's a sticker, it's going on the craft cart, and I decided I'm gonna put all the buttons I got on the curtains behind me so that the curtain will be full of colorful, awesome buttons until it collapses. And my music keeps freezing. This is fun. Tommy, I hope you all made it home safe. Dark Panthera, hello. How's it going? So glad y'all are joining me. Feel so honored that, like, I love Twitch. Twitch is such an awesome community. Like, I feel like you go to cons and you tell people, like, yeah, I'm totally gonna send you that email or check in on you. And then, like, no one ever does. But, like, so far, everyone has been checking in. And I've checked in on, like, the one person I saw that was live before I went live. And it's awesome. And I know I'm going to spend so much more time watching Twitch, it's going to irritate the shit out of my wife. I got to figure out if my TV has a Twitch app. Okay, now we finished that confetti. And confetti can't even slow us down today. I feel like... Oh, thank you for the hydration break, Panthera. I appreciate it. Okay, do we want to do 7 next? Okay, they're the same thing, so we're going to do 977. So, oh, thank you, Metaphysics. I'm glad it gives you some motivation to keep stitching. I know y'all know that you have the option to buy floss colors. Would y'all be more interested in doing that? If at, like, the beginning of the live... House of the Wests, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it so much. You're so kind. Um, what was I saying? Oh, if I gave you a list of colors, would it make it easier for y'all to use that more often? I mean, I feel like cross stitching live, my flow is gonna be prone to interrupting. Like, that's the whole nature of streaming live. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is like I'll come up with a list. It's just like we stitch so fast sometimes. We stitch through all the colors. We've gone through quite a few colors already today. I'm trying to think of ways to make the stream more interactive. One of the streamer that taught the cross stitch class that Panthera and Tommy were in with me um did a, I can't remember if she said she crocheted or knit it, but basically knit a sweater letting her followers like buy the color on using not it was either points or bits. She knitted it. Yeah, I couldn't remember that part, but I thought it was a cool idea. And the closest I can do is letting y'all pick the colors. Okay, that one's done. God, we're playing so much floss chicken. So much floss chicken. Okay. We've almost finished square 3. We're 2 colors away from finishing square 3 today. Okay, I was trying to give the music a chance to like fix itself before I hit the thing again, and it's still not fixing itself. Up next, we have 7. Come on, which is 783, and we're doing Maha colors right now too. Maha, why are Jonah's beefy thighs colored in your favorite color? We're getting some back thigh action. With the white dot here, it almost does actually look like a piece of steak with a little bit of fat in it. Just saying. Like, that could literally be a steak from Stardew Valley or something. What fun shapes is the Sistine Chapel ceiling gonna make today? So some of the more difficult to stream body parts might have to happen either off stream or be strategically covered with needle minders, is what I have been told. But I didn't get the chance to ask a bunch of people about it because it like slipped my brain because I don't even consider it nudity, but I guess, you know, we're gonna we're gonna cross stitch some penises. I think Jonah's fully covered though. Let's Yeah, I think Jonah's fully covered. 738 gets put away, and out comes our last color, which is 3855. Yeah, I didn't even register that it might be considered nudity, and then I had someone tell me, and I was like, oh. I apologize to my normal streamers. After a weekend of drinking, my language is much worse than it normally is. I might have to turn it to an adult channel for the next week or so. It is just art. I'm just realizing that we missed out on a lot of joke opportunities when we were doing Jonah's feet. Oh, I'm glad you all had so much fun. Did you end up doing your karaoke? Also, I may have gotten stoned before my live and was adding people from the convention. Oh, I'm sorry, Tommy. That's a bummer. And I went to add Old Wolf Logan and I couldn't find him. And then I realized he's not a streamer, he's a community member. But I may have spent an embarrassing amount of time wondering why I couldn't find him. Yeah, there were like two people I couldn't find, and it's because they were community members, not streamers. And then the world suddenly made sense again. The clouds parted, angels sang. Okay, that is our third square finish. And we haven't even hit 3 hours yet. And the wifey texted me, excuse me, I gotta message her real quick. My wife and I are going to a booze and liquor show with my dad and his air quotes friends tomorrow. And right now, the idea of alcohol makes me sicker to my stomach than I already am. So that's going to be pleasant. Well, my dad is currently air quote friends with my best friend's older sister, which is some fun tea. I mean, my best friend's like 7 years older than me, and her older sister's older than her, and my dad isn't that much older than like is only 23 years older than me. So like, it's not a ridiculous age difference. It's just funny. I'm actually fully on board. It is complicated, but they seem to really like each other, and they seem to really enjoy each other's company before my mom passed away. So they're just continuing to enjoy each other's company. Oh, dude, my friend is not is not thrilled about it, but my sister and I are. So as long as our dad is happy, it's not. I don't think it's gonna get messy. Like neither my dad nor this woman are messy people. Okay, I think I'm gonna knock out the steak eye real quick because it's gonna bug me. And we know how much I love filling in a random square and watching like the whole piece come together when you fill in that one random square. Okay, 938. The color that's currently the bane of my existence. I'm mad at this color. It had the audacity to run out when I didn't have time to go buy more. How dare. Okay. Look at that. The whole thing looks better now. You can actually almost tell it's a thigh. Actually digging the station, if only it would autoplay. Also, y'all, I'm adulting so well today that I have already washed and dried my laundry from TwitchCon. I just gotta fold it and put it away. My favorite pants are in there, so. And all my StitcherX shirts, so if I want to keep wearing them to work. Okay. Last little three here. I'm a little surprised with myself, quite honestly, that I was able to do that. Was not on my post-con bingo card, but then I was like, I should just get this done. $9.75 is up next. Okay, let's talk about $9.75 here. So what I think I'm gonna do is stitch these ones normally, then come over to this one, down to these, stitch these in the normal Danish till I get to here. Then I'm gonna Danish all of these in one big line, and then come all the way back up, finish this one, and then come back down here. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to do it all in one strand. Not sure, but we're going to try. And then watch, I'm going to pull out 975, and it's going to have like a little teeny strand. What do we got? Oops. Definitely not big enough for the whole thing, but we can work through some of it. And we gotta click the button. What are you doing with particle board, Ma? Oh, is it like... Never mind. Ignore me. I have a fully functioning brain part of the time. That's not true. I have a fully functioning brain never of the time. Which that was a funny thing about the neurodivergent panel that they had, which was the very first panel that I went to, was that nothing about the neurodivergent panel was actually suitable for people with neurodivergent issues. Like, it was too loud, like, it was too many flashing lights, like... it was just kind of funny. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was like, you know, there wasn't an ASL interpreter. There wasn't any, like, big font that you could read. It was... I thought it was all interesting that it, like... For a group of people that are different, they didn't make any effort to, like, be accommodating to the different types of people that could be in that room. I didn't think about the fact that they didn't have any ASL interpreters at the entire conference. That actually is just striking me now. Okay, there is square 4 complete. Let's keep cranking through. I'm gonna finish these 3 and then tie off. Or mark off, not tie off, although I might also tie off. Okay. Yeah, this is my last stitch for this one. Bye-bye. Is it finally close enough to spoopy season that I can get away with watching Hocus Pocus now? It should be, right? So now, because I'm cutting new floss, we are going to change up the way we are working. So now, because I'm starting a new strand, instead of starting up here with these 3, I'm going to start and work my way up over this way and then down. That's kind of the hard thing about trying to like plan stuff while cross stitching is that it really just depends on what your thread length is. Like you can have the best of intention in planning out what you're gonna do, but if you like open it up and you only have like 5 stitches worth of thread, it's gonna change what your options are. I was just thinking because I said bye bye, and it made me think of when Kathy Najimini says it as she like explodes. I love Kathy Najimini, or however you pronounce her name. She's awesome. She plays the mom in my favorite gay Christmas movie. I forget what it's called though, but it's super cute. Shit. How long do you think it's gonna take until me saying the G word gets me a ban on TikTok again? I wasn't even thinking about it. What I'm also waiting for is when is it socially appropriate for me to start watching Spirited again on a weekly basis? I need to watch it at least 4 times in December. It is hands down my favorite Christmas movie. I feel like this song has a very Doctor Who vibe. It's called Dr. Von Groove. Or sorry, Dr. Von Groove is the DJ, I should say. I want to mark off real quick. Just because I'm curious. Okay, we are in the clear for hour 3, and we have about 20 minutes to get ourselves ahead. So I have a massively controversial question to ask y'all. What is your favorite pie? Mine? Bet y'all couldn't guess what my favorite type of pie is. Apple and or cherry pie. No, is not my favorite, but if those are your favorites, those are good ones. Oh, pecan pie is excellent. Good pecan pie is so hard to find. If you want a tart is totally an option for you. Okay. Last stitch of this color. Ooh, definitely pumpkin. Definitely pumpkin pie. I definitely got it. If I had to pick between pumpkin and sweet potato, I'm going pumpkin. Ooh, we're one shy away from 400. Which is awesome. You're all about the sweet potato. You know, I think I've only had sweet potato like once or twice. Sweet potato pie. It is not something I've had a lot of exposure to. 829. The pumpkin pie covered in Cool Whip is a thing. uh, there's a pie here in Sacramento that is famous. It's the Frank Fat's banana cream pie. My dad loves banana cream pie, but it is like my least favorite pie because I can't handle the texture. And then I also don't love meringue. And so this banana cream pie is a banana cream pie covered in a stiff meringue. And I'm like, nothing about this appeals to me. And it's like famous. And in my mind, I'm like, famous for what? Being bad? I mean, I'm sure it's a delicious banana cream pie, but you have to like banana cream pies. Crush this pumpkin pie with Cool Whip. Cool, that's awesome. Okay, 2 more stitches for this one. We want to come 1, 2, and then right here. I can't decide if I want to be a good wife and cook my wife dinner or be a moderately good wife and just slice the stuff so that she can cook dinner, or be just like a lout and sit on the couch and get stoned. 'Cause I have also worked a long day and I feel terrible. Ooh, hydration break. Thank you. Thank you, Lane. Mark off, dang you. It would be a little bit different if I picked the recipe, but she picked the recipe, and I also hate eggplant. And chopping eggplant, which is one of the things to chop, because we're doing like a one pot ratatouille. Also, if I'm gonna do it, I'm probably gonna use the mandolin, and I don't think we want that experience again. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave 780. And we're gonna go with 381. Mandolin is dangerous. We have learned this. My thumb is almost completely healed. Just that little tiny scar right there. Considering how big of a chunk I took off it, I am impressed that is the only scar I have there. Also, I'm not sure if I was talking to someone at con or not, or someone recently, but we were talking about body horror and how I could never watch The Human Centipede. And someone mentioned the movie Tusk, which I had never heard of. And then I went and read the Wikipedia synopsis, and I'm still having nightmares just from the Wikipedia synopsis. So if you're a person that doesn't do well with body horror, do not go look that movie up. Same thing with the new Demi Moore movie coming up. Ooh. That one also looks horrible. And by horrible, I mean like a great scary movie, but like, ish. I'm glad I'm one of those people that likes reading the Wikipedia articles before seeing movies, so I can decide if I actually want to sit through the movie. Oh, God. My wife might have to take a phone call during the liquor show tomorrow. Oh, that's a bummer. I think I was talking earlier, so I met a guy yesterday that was cosplaying as a character from Star Wars. It was like Bannon or Baron or something. Yeah. And he was wearing all this kick-ass armor and carrying a lightsaber. And then they had a giant Monster Hunter booth where you could actually get on these monsters. And he had these kick-ass photos of him riding these monsters from Monster Hunter like he's Napoleon, and they were awesome. Definitely one of the cooler things I saw all weekend. Great. The caption just picking up me like bopping around. Fantastic. $8.31 gets put away. Outcomes. Ooh. Okay, we're not doing that one yet. $7.32. feel like I've kind of changed my method a little bit again. It's a similar principle, but I'm finding that I prefer to work on the confetti first and then stitch over the back of it with the bigger stitches. And I kind of like that my method is constantly developing as I'm working on this piece. Like, I really wonder what it's going to look like in a year or, 8. Okay, up next is that one that's got 3. That's going to be 434, the upside down lady symbol. $732 goes up here, and we want 434. The next square takes us out of Jonah's beefy thighs. We gotta fill in more of the wall behind him. Okay, we're gonna tie off and then get that little confetti one for future Flea, because we don't like leaving stitches off on their own. It's just not nice. Oh, one of the ladies I met yesterday was so sweet. She was just like walking around, kind of running an experiment and deciding to talk to anyone that smiled and or waved at her. And like very few people were making eye contact, let alone smiling and waving. So she came over and talked to me, and her stream is doing Duolingo and learning languages. Right now she's learning Creole Haitian. Yeah, I'll have to look up what her name is and put her on the spreadsheet. I still have a lot of stuff I have to go through to like try to find out who everyone was. Between the alcohol, grass, and general knowledge. Okay, P is that one. 6 is bigger than P. That's bigger than P or 6. Okay, so we're going with 420. I'm a child. Ma, you should stream whenever you feel comfortable. And then you can go to TwitchCon. We can be TwitchCon buddies. I see Tilly has decided to use part of her magic pillow. Still trying to learn the language of Pokemon cards. I have not played Pokemon cards in a very long time. I told you all my Magic the Gathering tragedy, right? How my parents bought me the original starter set of Magic the Gathering and I had no one to play with, so we threw it out. Good times, good times. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. It is not 5 o'clock here yet, and I'm pretty sure the extent of intoxication tonight will be maybe a glass of wine. Well, Ma, you gotta do whatever works for your life, but streaming has definitely helped me become a happier, healthier person. Okay, we got like 3 or 4 minutes until ads. We'll do a break. Come back and finish our fifth square for the day. I understand, and I felt the same way. And now that I am working part time and streaming part time, I am much healthier and happier. There was so much Pokemon shit at the convention, it was crazy. I like old Pokemon. There's too much going on with the new Pokemon. Pokemon Infinite Fusion. No, I'm not familiar at all. What is Pokemon Infinite Fusion? Educate me, please. Okay, next up is not that one. Is 782. Oh, Jinkies. That is a lot. I think that would hurt my brain. And like the artist that did it is that's a lot of work. Like how many fusions are there? There's got to be so many possible combinations. It's ridiculous. Like how do you stay on top of that? How do you draw that much stuff? Okay, we got the ads starting in about a minute and 40 seconds. Probably just enough time for me to thread my needle. That's cool. That's a lot, but it's cool. I will probably look the game up and do some research on it, but I'm not sure that I will play it. I am stuck playing Sukia game on my phone because that game was crack and I am determined to master it. If y'all like puzzle games, you should check out Suikia. I'm not sure it's pronounced game. It's the fruit stacking one where you drop the fruit and trying to make them merge into like the biggest fruit possible up to a watermelon. And it's got the little kawaii eyes on them. I think that's what it's called. I have to say, like, I was never a person that like got into Japanese culture. Like, it's not that it doesn't appeal to me, it's just like it never became a thing that I really like got into. I'm a terrible ad break.
Welcome to StitcherX.
Wrong frickin' button. Welcome back. I'm Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Thank you for watching those commercials and sticking with me through the break. I appreciate all of my viewers, chatters, and lurkers alike. Let's do our welcome stuff. Well, we're gonna finish 782. I think my goal for today. Let's see. Let's look at Pattern Keeper. I think for my goal for today might be to finish 782 and then to finish 780. Sorry, actually I need to do 3829 after 782. So we got 3 more colors left. I'm going to finish those 3 and see where we're at. If we are at or near 500, I'll work until we get to 500. But if we've already crossed that line, I think I'm going to log off. And we will work on more tomorrow. We've already slaughtered our 2 smallest benchmarks. So we are kind of killing it today. I don't think Tilly is, no, not back in her spot. So wide angle it is. That's up there. Oh, and we are on 782, and we want. Music stopped working too. Rawr. Okay. Get my needle back. Needle's there. Fix the music. There we go. Okay. Let's get going. Yeah, also, I feel like if we leave this square, it leaves us in a good spot to finish columns, because ideally, I would prefer that we finish off a whole whole columns. And if we do that, then we'll leave that open with this one down here. And we can do 4 or 6 tomorrow instead of the awkward 5 that we're doing today. Because I feel like I have been stitching super fast through this area, and I'm going to be bummed when we get back to the bronze serpent and I slow hella back down. Because the bronze serpent takes forever. Yeah, if we can get to 500, that's our 4-hour minimum goal. Or that's our 4-hour goal on a daily basis. Like if we stitch for 4 hours, the dream is to be at 500 or above. So if we get there and we're well before the time is up, I'm going to end a little early so that I can finish the laundry. Because I got some of it folded, but not all of it. It would be really nice if I could have it all folded and put away before the wifey came home. I'm kind of trying to, like, earn housewife points a little bit. Like, the more, like, the easier I make my wife's life at home, the more inclined she is to be cool with me working part-time and focusing on this. If you know what I mean, if that makes sense. Like, my wife is 1,000% the breadwinner, and I am doing this to kind of start doing something I care about that allows me to pull my weight better in the house. And part of pulling that weight is doing chores. Which is lame, because I hate chores. Because I'm a child. Okay, next up we have 3829. $782 gets put away. 3829 pops out. Okay, so for 3829, I am going to start on this end, come all the way across, come up to these, and then work my way down to this. That is our plan. And then tomorrow off, we'll finish off more of Jonah's beefy thigh. I definitely feel like his left thigh, which is the one we're working on, is beefier than his right thigh, but we'll have to compare the two when we get them finished. Yeah, Magpie, I smashed those thighs. Smashing thighs today. Like, did I come back from TwitchCon funnier, or am I just delirious? Because both are totally, I mean, why not both? I am delirious and funnier. I did take the improv for streamers panel. I think I needed some of the validation, maybe a little bit, to feel more confident. And I think TwitchCon totally boosted my confidence. And we're going to try to ride this high as long as we can. Like I think working on a project like this, it's really easy to get discouraged and like feel like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna quit. But going to TwitchCon definitely helped. Like sometimes it's like, wow, you know, y'all are awesome, and I absolutely love streaming to all of you. But sometimes it's like, am I gonna grow? Is this something people really want to see? Yeah, it was super motivating. Like I get insecure thinking like that no one wants to watch me do this or thinks this is cool, and then I go to something like TwitchCon and people are like, "Whoa, what? Hold up." This is like the this is like the hold my beer of cross stitch. There is an audience for everyone. I think that's a good way to describe this, the hold my beer of cross stitch. Which I am definitely a hold my beer person, as the person that shotgunned a beer terribly and spilt it all over myself. And thank God I was wearing a tank top under my shirt, because I did take off my StitcherX shirt and dry it in the sun and just wear my tank top under my blazer. It was a look. The weather was beautiful. I love San Diego weather. I'm glad I'm going to have an excuse to go down there once a year for the next 5 years. Are you and Tommy going to try to make it next year, Panthera? Mark that all off. I hope you can make it. Like, I kind of feel like my goal is to save up all of my Twitch money for next year, and then, like, that's what's going to go to funding my trip. And if I'm lucky, it'll be more than enough to fund my trip. Did your kids have fun with their grandma? Was grandma worn out and ready to give them back? 780. Oh, good. I'm glad they had fun. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got this little strand, so we're gonna work our way up on 780. There's like there's something right here. I'm not sure if this is just like lighting that's making his skin more flesh toned. Just kind of what I think it is. So we're just working our way through the details. But I'm actually really enjoying stitching Jonah. It's a nice relief from Moses and the Bronze Serpent. Like, I know Moses and the Bronze Serpent is probably one of the hardest frescoes in this piece. And I didn't realize that when I picked this in to start on. But I would rather start in the hard part anyway. And then, like, crank through easy stuff. So, you know, it's a blessing in disguise. God damn, do I hate that fresco. Stupid freaking idiots afraid of snakes. Snakes are friends. I don't know. If you fear snakes, I understand. But I am not a person that has any fear of our legless friends. But I have also never been bitten or attacked by one. So I could just be talking out of my butt. And also, I really love how kind and sweet my y'all are, because that pie conversation, that pie question was told me as a way to get, like, chat riled up. What's up, Just One Zane? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. You're catching us at the tail end of our live. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. I'm using Pretzel Rocks. I paid for their membership that is a little pricey, that allows you to also take your VODs to YouTube. Okay, let's mark these off. We've made quite a bit of progress across. Boom. Really? Oh, that's awesome, Zane. Thank you. You are always welcome to come and hang out, friend. Huh. Yeah, I get like my VODs sometimes get muted by Twitch, so I don't really care about that. I think they only mute sections of it. I'm not sure, but I still export them to YouTube. And I haven't gotten any YouTube warnings. But I also only listen to like EDM and stuff that if it has words, it's not very many. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Like, everything was such a blur at TwitchCon. Like, oh, it was so much fun. I don't want to. Screw it. I'm about to loop finish. 2 loop finishes in one live, y'all. That is the extreme level of floss chicken that we are playing today. Floss chicken for days. Did you get back home safely, Zane? Yes, all of y'all from TwitchCon should definitely join the Discord so we can keep up with each other. Or join my Discord. It's a fun little group. We're all aggressively kind. It's one of the things I love about my friends on Twitch. We're all very. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Is so that pie question was brought up in a panel about how it's a good way to rile up your community in chat, and like y'all responded. Oh, thank you, Lane. I will double check it in just a minute. Sometimes it doesn't highlight all the way, so let's see. Yeah, see, it did highlight it, but I had to move it to make it highlight, which happens sometimes and is vastly annoying. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. I am using Pixel Chat for my captions, and it uses the microphone on my MacBook actually to pick up the captions. So it's not my actual microphone I'm using for my voice, it's a different microphone, so you do have to be careful because you can mute your microphone but captions will still pick up. But I'm sure there's settings to change that, to change which microphone it uses. Yay, awesome! Oh, I'm so happy I made so many awesome new friends. Yeah, I forget where I heard about it from, but it's awesome. Oh, good, Lane. I'm glad your wife is happy. Pleasing another man's wife is my life goal. Just kidding. I understand how important it is for you to make sure your wife is happy. Okay, maybe I just came back from TwitchCon with no sass filter. The sass is full force. I went to that Pride Unity panel and they gave me permission to unleash more gay onto the world, and this is what y'all got stuck with. Okay, square 5 is almost finished for the day. I love it when we get like 5 squares done because we started over in this square up here and then completed these 4 and moved like 2 inches, or sorry, an inch. We moved a little over an inch, y'all. Yay, progress. I know, Lane. I know she does. She's a great follower. I love y'all. You should be more concerned if I don't give you shit, honestly. Oh, yay! Happy 4-year anniversary, Lane. Congratulations. Is it 4 years of together or 4 years married? Okay, let's see how many stitches we got. I think we still have to do another color or 2. So I gotta figure out what color I'm gonna do. Oh, 9 stitches! I'm short 9 stitches. Jonas Thigh, why you gotta do me like that? Oh no, we're gonna finish it. We are getting to 500. 780 gets put away. What are we gonna do to get to 500? I'm really tempted to go against my normal method. Oh, I think that's it. That's what we're doing. We're gonna stitch as much of this as we can, and that might actually put us over 522. Let's go 437. So to do 437, I am going to be doing what I've been doing all day and start at the bottom down here and work counterclockwise up and then back down and then back up. I don't know why I'm in a counterclockwise mood today. Well, congratulations, Lane. My wife and I just celebrated our 4 years of being together in August. And we got married on our 2nd anniversary. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't shred. Okay, unshredded. Floss was gonna shred on me. Ah, well. I hope the better man won, Lane, and it seems like they did. 1, 2, 1. Actually gonna go here. Good, I'm glad. You seem like you're a really happy couple. I did not totally just stab myself in the face with the needle. Whoopsies. Hey, I'm not bleeding, Maha. My face was too close and my face got in the way of my needle. Hey, I haven't ouchied out in a while. Mostly because I just stopped saying ouch out loud. We have a rule here that if I say ouch out loud 3 times in a row, the stream has to end. Welcome back, Aika. Yeah, you did just miss me stabbing my face. This color we're doing right now is to mostly help future Flea. But it's because we wanted to get our stitch goal where I wanted. Yeah, well, it started because I sliced off part of my thumb on a mandolin. And it was my dominant thumb, and so if I grabbed the needle wrong, even wearing a band-aid, I would say ouch, and then they would make me quit after 3 ouchies. Because like by then my thumb was throbbing, like, and I was just grumpy and not happy to be stitching. Okay. Oh, yes. I love it when I count correctly without actually basing it off of a stitch. Gridding is the greatest thing I have ever done on this project, honestly. Why do I have all the needle minders if I don't use them? I do use them, Ica. No, it wasn't me trying to put it in my mouth. It was me literally with the thread. My face was too close, pulling it out, and I jabbed myself in the face. Hey, little sis Brandy, how's it going? Welcome to the party. Oh no, I might have to use the mandolin tonight. That's what we were just discussing. Is like, I'm supposed to, like, I might need to make it to use Ratatouille. No, a mandolin is a food prep tool that is like a really thin kind of razor knife that allows you to slice things super thinly in like a really fast motion. And you're supposed to use a guard with it, but me, oh, okay, I'm just making sure. Some people don't know. I was not using the guard because I am a food professional in my IRL life. And my wife was like, "You should use the guard." And I literally said, "No, babe, I'm a professional." And then shink, off goes a chunk of my thumb. And my wife, being the wonderful woman in emergency that she is, lost part of her mind. And then I had to hide the chunk of my thumb that I cut off so she wouldn't see it and freak out. Hey, EBC 2021. And then we weren't going to go to the ER, but I couldn't get it to stop bleeding, and we didn't have any super glue, which is exactly what the ER put on it, except they don't call it super glue anymore. But that's what it is. And then my thumb stopped bleeding. I did find out that they have these really cool plastic things that are like finger tourniquets that basically look like a condom with a hole in the middle you shove your finger through. EBC. Oh yeah, no, I'm a professional is definitely famous last words. Yeah, yeah. So the story is that I have a 3 ouchie rule, and the 3 ouchie rule came from me cutting off part of my finger with a mandolin. Thank you for the hydration break there. Okay, we're gonna have to tie off so we don't have to loop finish another one. I think we are well past our 500 now, but we are gonna do at least one more thread. Oh yeah, because we can definitely get over 522, and anything over 522 brings down that progress number. Thanks for the posture check, Magpie. My leg is starting to hurt, so I'm going to adjust that because I was sitting on one of my legs. Okay. We have 3 more strands of this length yet left. If we go through all 3, we're done. Whichever one comes first. Shit, we gotta raid out in like 20 minutes. Let's see what we can get done in 20 minutes. Anything over 522 is gravy. Always. And anything over the 10-year benchmark is like insane. If I can only thread this needle sometime in the next 20 minutes. There we go. Oh, yay! I'm glad you're getting back to your project. That's awesome. I know. I missed my project and y'all while I was gone. It's like I'm attached to this thing and you guys, or y'all. This has been, I agree, this has been a very weird year. Micah, you should probably rest, friend. We are fans of rest here. I say as I'm working on a project that to finish in time requires me stitching every single day for X amount of years. Hypocrite. Okay. I think we are definitely over 522 now, so now we are in the money. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, I am digging the song. Liking the flute. Is that what that is? I don't know. Terrible at recognizing instruments. Music is not one of my fortes. I like to play with a different type of string. Apparently, I am. Like, maybe I just need to be thoroughly hungover for my lives to be hilarious. I mean, if you put the right emphasis on the wrong syllable, you can make anything sound dirty.
Hi.
Tie-dye Galaxy Wolf, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. This has a, like, techno Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy vibe to it. You're welcome, EBC. Enjoy. I can give you some worse earworms. I am the queen of earworms. What did I have stuck in? Oh, God. I have had the intro to Cabaret stuck in my head since I saw it in New York. Katie! You're literally popping in just as we were finishing up. Wow, I don't know what that last sound was. Do you have a game tonight, Katie? If so, I hope it went well for whatever side you were on. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you won. I think we may have broken a record for stitches done on a live. Let me look. Oh crud, I didn't have that saved. I think we might have. Let me see. Let me mark this off. Yeah, we have definitely broken our record for stitches done live. Setting goals and taking them down. Okay, now I'm going to change my plan of attack a little bit. We still have 2 strands to go and about 12 minutes. Let's see how much we can get done before we got to raid out. A football. Ooh. Should we leave that there for tonight? I kind of want to leave that there for tonight. That's a fun number to end at. And we've already broken some records. And we're so close to the end. I think we're going to call it because that number, that total number is so satisfying. 111,222 stitches complete. Okay, let's look at who we want to raid out to tonight. Let's see. Let's do someone new. Let's see. Who? Jeez, I have so many new. Okay, no, those are all offline. Let's see, Pokemon. Let's go with Alyssum Fox art. I'm not quite sure who that is, but they're in Makers and Crafting. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is gonna be awesome. We're definitely stopping there when we get there, which is a little ways away. It's at least a month or 2 away. Okay, I'm really proud of how far we came tonight. Like that's a really nice number. Okay. Hold on real quick. Okay, I found who we're rating to. Y'all are awesome. I really appreciate y'all so much. Hanging out with you every day has become the highlight of my day. Thank you so much for being here. Let's give a round of applause for our mods. Let's say thank you to our new people for stopping in from TwitchCon. Y'all are amazing. Let's raid this out. I'm glad y'all stopped by too. Please stop by again. I will see y'all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place, which happens to be 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm glad we ran into each other too. Welcome, new friends. I'm glad you're all here. Let's do great stuff together and go raid in on this person.